It's the NCAA's National Signing Day.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to our CBS19 ETFinalScore.com Signing Day Spectacular. Eric Sullivan here.
And Jeff Schaffer here. This is a first in East Texas, a half hour dedicated to all the great high school football players from our area right here on National Signing Day.
Okay, here is the game plan, folks. We interviewed 1 million athletes today. All of those interviews will be online at ETFinalScore.com and CBS19 as soon as the show's over at 7 p.m. That means you and your family can watch them anytime, anywhere. We, of course, start with the best player from East Texas. White House quarterback Patrick Mahomes Jr. had an incredible career for the Wildcats. He's also a multi-sport star. He is, of course, headed to Texas Tech. Guns up for Patrick, where he'll play baseball there as well. Joining him, Patrick's our favorite receivers, Coleman Patterson and Jake Parker and Chris Reese, all staying home to play at TJC. Costin Wallace and Reggie Long are headed to Tarleton State. Jalen Dews will play at Southern Arkansas. Joseph Klein is going to OBU over in Arkansas. And hey, Cheney Atwood, she can outrun all of these guys. She signed with Lamar on a track scholarship. Here's Patrick on this special day of his already outstanding sports career.
To me, the feeling that it's official now.
It's a great feeling. I mean, I verbally committed about a year ago, but to finally sign that letter of intent, I mean, I didn't think it'd feel as great as it does. And I mean, it feels amazing to be an official Red Raider.
TJC is a great program. I'm really excited to be over there, but it's just another step closer to what I want to be and a big D1. But I'm excited. I'm ready to go play at the next level.
To be able to play 4 more years of what I love to play, which is football. I just want to thank God for everything He's done for me. And these last 4 years, I've been able to play with my best friends.
I'm excited to get to stay home, get to go play with Jake and Chris Reese, and I think it'll be a good time.
Well, over at John Tyler this morning, the tradition continued with another outstanding signing day class for the Lions. This group had a great 3-year run. Darius Amy and Andrew Clark are heading to Henderson State in Arkansas. Greg Johnson's off to Southern Nazarene in Oklahoma City. Reggie Gibson, he was a heck of a player for JT. He'll play at Midwestern State. Trayvon Moore and Terry Osborne are now Abilene Christian Wildcats.
This is like a childhood dream, go play college football and build my education and be able to play on the next level and everything. So, it's a great feeling, very excited.
Yeah, it is rewarding. I mean, hard work every day just trying to get to the next level. I mean, I've been doing this since I was little. I mean, working out, running, just trying to get bigger and better, faster and stronger.
We go to Robert E. Lee next, where we had softball, football, cross country, and volleyball signees. Quarterback Raleigh Poster heading to the Ivy League Colgate. Amir Joel Wilson and Bryce Wilkerson, they'll go to Mary Hardin Baylor. Big Tristan Taylor signed with A&M Commerce. Marqueson Williams is off to Henderson State. And Abby Hallbrook, how about this cross country star? She is now going to West Point. Pretty impressive right there. Morgan Mills will play soccer at SEC's Mississippi State. Rebecca Bowden will play volleyball at Austin College. Big day for the Red Raiders.
My whole life, I've been planning to play football in college, and I finally got my opportunity.
I feel, proud of myself, but, it's not over. I still got to work for, the next level, so to compete for my spot on the field.
It's definitely a challenge. It's totally drastic from what I would experience like at A&M or another regular civilian college, but I'm excited to see what the future brings.
Good luck to Abby. Down in Lufkin Panther Country, big day for Demisha Williams. She is going to Kansas. Whitey Hartman to SFA. Jeremiah Jeffrey to A&M. Michael Farley, Wichita Baptist. Dominic Hall, ETBU. And Shanek Spearman is headed to Texas A&M Commerce.
Well, as is usually the case out in Longview, John King's Lobos fielded plenty of top-notch talent this past season. Dorian Leonard's headed to Austin to play for new coach Charlie Strong. It's all hook 'em horns for him. Draven Howard is Big 12 bound as well, headed to TCU. The other standout, Zakoven Henderson, not at today's ceremony. He'll play for Texas A&M. Stephon Maxey will play close to home. He signed with TJC, while Chris Covey is heading to rival Trinity Valley. Roderick Alexander signed with Southeastern Oklahoma State. And a pair of girls soccer stars also signed today. Lauren Hall will take the pitch at Stephen F. Austin, while Molly Warren is heading to St. Angelo State. Here are Dorian and Traven on wrapping up the recruiting process.
It gets a lot of weight off my shoulder. I don't have to worry about any of the coaches coming at me trying to get me to come to their school. They know I'm solid with Texas now.
It's a relief. I mean, words can't explain how I feel. I mean, I just opened up the next chapter to my life. I mean, and we're ready to get down to TCU and get to work.
Over at Chapel Hill this morning, big signing class for the Bulldogs. Andrew Black's headed off to Henderson State. More on him in just a moment. Joseph Clark is headed to Lubbock to join Texas Tech. Keith Minor heading way up north to Cincinnati, Wesley Thompson and Shaquille Warren both heading to Louisiana Monroe.
All right, Jeff, we stay with Chapel Hill, and we stole this young lady right here, Jennifer Heathcock, for sports today. We're glad to have her, and definitely a family connection tradition at Chapel Hill this morning.
Well, that's right. We did talk with quarterback Andrew Black, and he is going to be following in his brother's footsteps. He signed with Henderson State in Arkansas this morning, and he says not to worry, there's no sibling rivalry involved.
I'll probably end up throwing to him a couple times.
There's no doubt in Andrew Black's mind he'll hit the field with his brother Ryan as a ready.
Andrew will be heading to Henderson State University, Arkadelphia, Arkansas.
The senior QB penned his name to Henderson State, but says he didn't make his decision because of his brother.
The coaches were all straightforward. You could tell that they really know their stuff, and it was just, not really because my brother was there, the coaches and the environment, the school.
They are very close brothers, and there was never sibling rivalry. There was always a great competitiveness between them, but it was to make each other better. They never were jealous of each other, always encouraged each other.
Although he'll redshirt his first year, Andrew says he's ready to work hard and win the role.
Touchdown Bulldogs.
And with a player that's as good running the ball as he is throwing, he's managed to pull out at least 20 touchdowns on both. He's got his work cut out for him as soon as he arrives.
One of them get to throw it to the other one in a college football game. I don't know how many times that's probably happened in the history of college football.
Coach Sitton says it's a great connection to have on the gridiron.
I'm sure they've thrown that football back and forth to each other over 100,000 times.
It is pretty exciting, and it's going to make travel a whole lot easier for me and his mother.
Years of practice and years to look forward to making it to the end zone.
We always push each other to work harder, and like my freshman year, I was on varsity with him when he was quarterback and I was receiver, so he was throwing to me, but now maybe I'll get to throw to him, so we'll flip-flop.
Now, although Andrew is looking forward to playing with his brother, Ryan didn't get to make it down today to be with him for signing day.
Well, big brothers don't want to give little brothers any credit. Being a baby brother, I know that. Jennifer, great job. Glad to have you come to sports anytime you want to.
Sure.
Welcome back, everybody, to our CBS19 National Signing Day special. Time to hit those Class 4A and 3A schools.
That's right, Jeff. Let's get right to Lindale. They, of course, first class when it comes to making sure their students get signed the right way. Let's get to the signees. TJ Griffin, now a member of Texas A&M Commerce's football team. So is his buddy Justin Young. He signed with Commerce as well in track. Congrats for Claudia Charles. She's off to Southern Arkansas. And the soccer star of the bunch is Sydney Taman. She is staying in East Texas to play for the JUCO soccer powerhouse, TJC.
And I love the campus. They've been rebuilding it, and they're still rebuilding it. And the freshman dorms and the cafeterias, it's all nice, and I like the atmosphere. And it's a little close to home.
And I went down there, and it was just awesome. I really liked the environment, and the coach really turned the program around, and it felt like home.
Next up, Jacksonville coach Tabor is going to miss these guys. Claude Franklin inked with Texas A&M Commerce as well. Both LaKendrick Anderson and Justin Stewart will play with East Texas Baptist. Martin Melkor is the soccer guy. He'll go to Coastal Carolina University. And what a turnaround season for the Nacogdoches Dragons. These guys, of course, played a major role. Coach Bobby Reyes, kind of emotional day to see Jacob Bragg. He is headed to Kansas, and Greg Roberts is going to the Baylor Bears. Congratulations, guys. That's 2 Big 12 players coming from Nacogdoches. Very impressive.
Well, it was another strong season for the Gilmer Buckeyes, and Jeff Traylor's squad graduates a lot of talented players. 3 of them signed today. Josh Walker, he committed to Texas A&M, going to join Kevin Sumlin there. Devondre Dixon's headed to Texas State, and Jaden Parrish signed with Stephen F. Austin. He'll join the Lumberjacks' new coach, Clint Conk.
The coaching change didn't really affect it at all. I actually liked the coaches a lot. They came in, set me down. They said they want to be a hard-nosed football team, and that's my basics. I love being a hard-nosed player.
It's a big day for me, coming down here and signing in front of my teammates and coaches and family and stuff like that and friends. So it's a big day for me.
Of course, Kilgore topped Gilmer for the District of Doom title this season. It wasn't just a day for football players in Bulldog Country, though. Tony Burke signed with the track program at Houston, while Laney Bennett will play soccer at St. Angelo State. As far as those football players go, several going to continue their careers on the gridiron. Benny Colbert will head to Texas A&M Commerce, while Jake Brantley going to Hendricks College. Clay Wiley signed on with Northwestern State. DQ Scott with Henderson State. The speedy Aaron Foy heading off to Navarro College. And L.D. Anthony will play for Kilgore College.
I feel good that I know I'm going to college. Like, been waiting my whole life to play college ball.
It feels great, more confident now that I don't have to worry about losing anything or anything. I signed it, I did it. I don't have no worries, and I'm going to Northwestern State.
Let's go back to Highway 271. Gladewater Bear Country, they had a great playoff run this season, and these young guys had a lot to do with it. Justin Statfield and Clint Searles will remain teammates as they both signed to play for ETBU. Congratulations, guys.
Going on to take the next step to play football and towards my education. It's really good that I'm going to be able to play football while I am in college.
Everything that we've worked for has just finally paid off. We did pretty good this season, and now that this has come along, this is where I want to be.
The Athens Hornets had their best regular season in history in 2013. Coach Paul Essery made sure his signees were given the spotlight this morning. Chris Jefferson up first. He is staying close to home at Trinity Valley. Later in the day, KJ Cumbie and Adam Stalling signed to play at East Texas Baptist. Congratulations to those guys. And don't forget, guys, ETFinalScore.com. All your player interviews will be posted later, and we interviewed a bunch of them today. So did you, Jeff.
I sure did. Well, it's been an exciting start to the 2014 for Mount Pleasant's K.D. Cannon. Now, last month, he suited up in the prestigious Army All-American Bowl. Now he's signed to join the best offense in college football, the Baylor Bears. Here's CBS 19's Kevin Boyce with more.
That's right. KD's coaches said that his raw talent was something special to coach, and it hasn't been seen here in Mount Pleasant in a very long time. Good job. Soft hands to go along with blistering speed. He and 6 other high school teammates signed their letters of intent this morning. Kadarius Cannon will play college ball at one of the highest flying offenses in the nation.
It was like a home away from home. It was like a second family. I have a good relationship with the coaches. They treat me like I'm one of their own children. So.
Oklahoma, Texas, Texas A&M, and 22 other offers were turned down for the Bears.
The classroom's not that big, so you get your work done. It's good to have a degree from Baylor University.
Cannon's high school quarterback Cullen Grubbs says the Bears got a playmaker.
Makes my job really easy. He's a great receiver, great athlete, so all I got to do is get it there.
Some people around Mount Pleasant have already started comparing KD to another East Texas great, Des Bryant. Tigers coach Mark Graham says Cannon has all kinds of potential.
Well, he was a special kid. There was never a doubt. He still got room to improve. That's the great part about it. As fast as he is, he can get quicker, and he's going to gain some weight and get stronger.
His father, Keith Thompson, has high hopes.
First year, I expect him to go in, establish himself, get a little playing time, get in the rotation. After the second year, I want him to blow it up. I'm ready for him to blow it up.
Really, I just got to go in there from day one and work hard from the beginning. Do extras, like little things, after practice, run routes extra, while everybody else gone. Just do stuff that people don't see all the time.
His coaches say that they expect to see him playing on Sunday. Reporting in Mount Pleasant, Titus County, I'm Kevin Boyce, CBS 19 News.
All right, thank you very much, Kevin. Good luck to KD as he heads off to Baylor. Now, one big question, which big-time college program had the best day? We'll try to sort that out when we come back.